Well, happy Football Friday to everybody. I thought I'd put a little Jets shirt on today since they got off the snide, stopped the 5-game win streak. We're going to get to that game. This is the best football show. I'm Brian Baldinger, coming to you live from the third floor at NFL Films in beautiful Mount Laurel, New Jersey, on a perfect fall morning here. You can find this football show on just wherever you find your apps. This is an Odyssey app right here. Download it for free. Like it, subscribe to it, and you can follow me. I've broken a bunch of these plays down from last night's game on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, etc. So anyways, let's get to it, because the Jets did a lot of things that just remind you of 50 years of pain plus of the Jets. Malachi Corley scores the opening touchdown of the game on the first play of the second quarter on an end around and drops the ball before he gets into the end zone. Like every Jet fan that was in that building, and I was there yesterday. I was at MetLife Stadium I was there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon doing pregame stuff for the NFL Network and for Jets pregame show, a variety of different things, and Jets radio, you name it. I was doing all kinds of stuff. So I was there from the very beginning, watched the warm-ups, talked to all the guys at Amazon last night at Prime, saw Kirk Herbstreit and saw Tony Gonzalez and Richard Sherman, the whole group. Talked to a bunch of the players, talked to Quentin Williams, his brother Quincy. I talked to D'Amico Ryan. So, I had a good pregame feel there, and then, the Jets, Malachi Corley drops the ball. They have a fourth and 19. And, Irv Charles roughs up the punter. They hit the center and give him a free down. But the story really is this. Aaron Rodgers played great. It's what people thought he could do. The receivers played great. Garrett Wilson had 2 great touchdown catches. The first one against Jalen Petrie was basically a one-handed catch on a crossing route. Took it 21 yards into the end zone. The second one, he's working on Kwame Lassiter. It's 3rd and 19. The Jets are down 10-7. They could have easily just checked it down to Breece Hall or Tyler Conklin and kick, put Riley Patterson, the new field goal kicker, out there, maybe tied it up. But Aaron went for it, and he got Garrett Wilson one-on-one with Kwame Lassiter, the rookie corner, and he made a sensational catch. Prime Video last night compared the catch to Odell Beckham Jr.'s. It's every bit the catch that Odell Beckham Jr.'s is. It's even more difficult, to be honest with you, because it's in the back of the end zone. And Garrett has to look down at the back of the end zone line, get 1 foot down and get 1 shin down as he protects the ball. It's a phenomenal catch. It's the catch of the year in the NFL. And you could debate that all you want. That's fine. I'm not here to win any arguments. I'm just saying it's the catch of the year. The Jets take the lead 14-10 on that play. Garrett Wilson, 2 touchdown catches. Looks like whatever confidence he might have lost earlier this season, he got it back. It's Halloween night. Fans are dressed up. Quincy Williams comes as the Joker. A lot of different guys get dressed up. It's festive. It was a festive atmosphere. The fans were lit up. And then, the final touchdown, honestly, was to Davante Adams. It's found the end zone, and, it's the final drive. The Jets scored on 3 straight drives in the second half. Touchdowns on 3 straight drives. They hadn't done that all year. And really, all Aaron Rodgers is reading is it's a 3rd down, and it's 3rd and 3, and Houston wants the ball back. They're at the 37-yard line. Debatable if they don't make it, if the Jets can make the field goal with the new kicker and Riley Patterson. And so, it's a 14-10 game. Houston's going to blitz, and they do blitz. And they actually have a free hitter coming right at Aaron Rodgers. But what Aaron looked at was the free safety on the play. I think it was Cade Bullock. And he was shaded. He was shaded to Garrett Wilson, like he was clouding Garrett. And as soon as Aaron Rodgers saw that, he saw Davante Adams one-on-one with Jalen Petrie, the safety. And, he's their slot corner right now. And so Davante had a great release, got an outside release, and ran a go route, got on top of the safety. Aaron put it right on him for the game-clinching touchdown. So Aaron played great. The receivers were back. Breece Hall had a very good game, 15, runs, 74 yards, about 5 yards a carry, just enough. Look, they lost both guards in the game. Okay, they lost John Simpson. Max Mitchell went in there for him. All right, Max Mitchell has been a tackle, hadn't really been a guard. They lose the starting right guard in the game in Hansen. He goes down. He was the backup to Ali Vera Tucker. So now they take the rookie, Olu Fashanu. And Olu has never played guard. He only played left tackle at Penn State. He goes in there right guard, plays pretty good. And so they overcome those injuries. They put up 3 touchdowns. The Jets get off the snide. But really the story is what the Jets defense did to C.J. Stroud. Now, I know they're down Nico Collins. Stephon Diggs was hurt. But still C.J. Stroud. Let me just say this. The stat says he was 11 for 30. Okay? 11 for 30. 192 yards. 120 of it went to Tank Dell. But it was much worse than that because he was sacked 8 times and he scrambled 8 times. So he literally was 11 for 46 last night. 46 dropbacks. He completed 11 passes. So it really was just a fierce pass rush. Quinnen Williams, another sack and a half game. He's got 3 in the last 2 games. He had 4 quarterback hits. He's got 7 quarterback hits against the Patriots and now the Texans. Hassan Reddick got his first sack. They blitzed, so DJ Reed got himself a sack. Jamie Sherwood got a sack. Michael Clemens got 2 sacks last night. They sacked C.J. Stroud 8 times. 6 different guys got in on a sack. Solly Thomas got a sack last night. Will McDonald got a half a sack and a fumble recovery. They sacked C.J. Stroud 8 times. They hit him 11 times. They forced a fumble and recovered a fumble. The Jets' defense line, Hassan Reddick, makes a difference. I tell teams, you want to get to the quarterback, you need 3. Quinnen Williams is winning. He's winning so frequently right now. Run and pass. I mean, him and Dexter Lawrence, to me, I know Chris Jones is out there. They might be the 2 most dominant defensive tackles in football, playing on bad teams. But Quinnen has woke up. Dexter Lawrence has been a star all year. Maybe New York has the 2 best defensive tackles in all football. But the pass rush was fierce, really fierce. Jets played without 2 starting safeties. C.J. Mosley, starting middle linebacker, went out early. So they replaced guys and they stepped up. And if the Jets pass rush can stay like that, I think, to check one thing, I'm pretty sure. I'm just looking at one. Here we go. Yes, the Jets. I was just checking. Jets next week, after 10 days rest, go to Arizona. We'll see what happens to Arizona and Chicago this week. Arizona's on a 2-game win streak and won 3 out of 4. Not going to be easy, but you give the Jets 10 days to rest up, get healthy. Aaron Rodgers gets rested up, gets healthy, go to Arizona, find a way to win the game, get to 4-6, stack a couple wins. It's never too late. It's just never too late. You got division games coming up with Miami and Buffalo, and who knows? So it always starts, any win streak that you put out there always starts with the first one. All right, let's get to maybe the game of the week. It's at Lambeau Field, Detroit and Green Bay. You got 6-1 Detroit Lions, 6-2 Green Bay Packers. Packers finished last week's game without Jordan Love in the lineup. Now, they have played with Malik Willis this year. He's 2-0 as a starter. He's played great. And he finished very well last week. And they're going up against Detroit. He put up 52 points last week. But here's the couple things hidden in that victory by Detroit last week against Tennessee. They gave up 300 yards of offense in the first half with Mason Rudolph. Calvin Ridley went off, right? They had a hard time. They put up over 400 yards of offense. Now, they turned it over 4 times. They threw 2 interceptions and they fumbled twice. Now, credit Detroit. They made the plays. They give up a lot of yards. The pass rush doesn't – I know Aiden's not there, so you wouldn't think the pass rush is that good. I don't know. If you go up there to Green Bay this weekend, the way that they're running the football, the way that they're taking the ball away, they lead the league with 19 takeaways in 8 games. This Jeff Hafley, the new defensive coordinator, that's what he wanted. He wanted more takeaways. He wanted more pressure. He wanted us to really press the wide receivers. They wanted to rob the middle of the field. They wanted to get after the quarterback with a 4-man rush. And so far, it's working. Now, Detroit's offense looks unstoppable. Okay. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like against a defense that is taking the ball away. Now, Jared Goff has played 4 brilliant games in a row. I think he's missed 13 passes in the 4 games. I think he's thrown 8 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's on to me, Jared Goff is the MVP of this league. They've got a great record. He's playing the best football he's ever played. The offense is clicking on in every metric, in every category. Can the Green Bay Packers affect Jared Goff, force him into mistakes, fumbles, or interceptions? That's going to be the key to that game. And then finally, I want to talk about Tampa and Kansas City. Kansas City is 7-0. The thing that was interesting last week was the first pass of the game for Kansas City last week was to DeAndre Hopkins against the Raiders. First play, just a timing route on a hook to DeAndre Hopkins. So it said to me, do they have instant chemistry with DeAndre and Patrick Mahomes? Like, how does that happen? 2 very, very veteran players have had a lot of success in this league. They know how to both play. You tell them, curl it up at 10 to 12 yards, I'll get you the ball. But then there was a 4th down play in a very closely contested game. 4th down play where DeAndre Hopkins ran a speed out route, and Mahomes got the ball out of his hands before DeAndre came out of the break, and he put it right out in front of him. It was a great catch for a 1st down. And you go, now he only had the 2 catches last week on 3 targets, but both of the catches were timing routes. They weren't go routes. They weren't hitches. They were timing routes. And I'm just saying that because they need DeAndre Hopkins to open up this offense and to get a big guy that can win outside. They got Xavier Worthy, and, they've got other guys that, can win. Maybe Juju gets back healthy. He's got the hamstring tear. And Kelsey woke up last week. So the offense looked a little bit better, although Mahomes did throw another interception. But they overcome all that stuff. The key right now is Kansas City's defense. They're 7-0. Their defense is it's great. When they put those 3 linebackers on the field, Nick Bolton, Leo Chenal, Drew Tranquill, I mean, if they think you're going to run the ball, those guys are on the field. Doesn't matter what your formation is. And nobody seems to be able to stop them from coming downhill and blowing your play up. And then Steve Spagnuolo, his ability just to blitz you and pressure you in key situations, and they come from everywhere. And they come in combinations. It could be a corner cat safety blitz. It could be a Mike extra back blitz. I mean, it could be a zone pressure, bringing 4 to the weak side, 1 more than you can block. I mean, it's every variety, and it changes up weekly based on formation, down distance, time of the game, score of the game. One thing to keep in mind here, the Bucs, they play without Mike Evans, and obviously they got to go without Godwin. Jalen McMillan, stepped up last week. Baker, he did whatever he could against Atlanta. They were a touchdown away from winning that game. They had a chance to win it. They ran the ball pretty well. Rashad White fumbles. It was a key play in the game. Atlanta capitalized on it. That was the difference. And it probably comes down to that. They're not nearly as powerful, obviously, without Evans and Godwin. The young guys did their best to step up. Trey Palmer, Jalen McMillan, Cade Otton, the tight end, just had his best game he's ever had. He's becoming a much bigger part of the passing game, as you would expect. Somebody's got to pick it up. So this should be great. Can the Chiefs get to 8-0 right now and just keep putting distance between them and Denver, them and the Chargers to win? Is it the 9th straight division title? Is that what they're going for? 9 straight right now? 8 straight with Mahomes? That's going to be an interesting game. Todd Bowles will pressure Mahomes the way he did in a Super Bowl win, the way he does most quarterbacks. He's going to test your protection. He's going to test those two tackles, Jawan Taylor and Wanya Morris, and see if they can hold up against their edge pressure. Otherwise, Antoine Winfield is back, and Vita Vea in that lineup. They're a formidable defense. So that's going to be a great game. And obviously, the Chiefs trying to stay perfect, trying to stay undefeated, and Tampa trying to stay in the race in the NFC South right now. That's been the best football show. I'm looking forward to Week 9. We're at the midway point of this season. It's flying by quickly. We're getting some real separation between the good teams and the bad teams. But who knows? Can the Giants upset the Commanders 2-6 and 6-2, just like the Jets did 2-6 and the 6-2 Texans last night? What upsets are going to happen? And if you're a 2-6 team like the Giants and you upset the Commanders, do you feel like you've earned that right to feel confident that you can get back into the race, the playoff race? That's been it for the best football show this week. Join me Monday as we start breaking down Week 9's games.